I want to go back. He wants to go back. I want to go back to the farm. Go back far away from home, with a milk pail on my arm. I miss the rooster, the one that used to wake me up at 4 a.m. down on the farm.
I'm Scott Bain. They call me the old farmer. I wanted to take a couple of minutes and point out a company that if you're in the mid-Michigan area and you have lawn care necessities, if you want three-dimensional looking lawn beds, I got a company that I'd like to recommend. I'm not getting anything for this. I met the person when he was still in college, and to raise some pocket money, he took an old acetylene tank, and he had modified that and was going around and asking if anybody wanted their lawn rolled, to get the lumps out of it. And he was carrying this thing from door to door, and I happened to see him rolling my neighbor's yard, and this was back at our previous house, not here. We really didn't need it. We had him roll our lawn anyway. And it's rare to see such a young man, he's in his 20s, work as hard as he does for the dollar that he earns. We got started with a little bit of lawn maintenance. We sat down and Mrs. Old Farmer, Marty, talked with them about doing landscaping at our other house. So they kind of put together a project. He even took over the mowing of the lawn. He had a crew that came out and mowed, and they did an excellent job. And then in the wintertime, for the heavy snows, he'd come in and clear the driveway. And so we contracted with them, and we were the first main customer that he had. We figured out what we wanted done with what plants to put in, or what kind of beddings to put, all those details. We had one of the best looking lawns in the neighborhood. And it didn't cost us as much as what you would think it was. It wasn't cheap, don't get me wrong. These were good plants that he put in, and he knew how to plant them and what fertilizers to use. He did a very good job. We moved out into our new house. There were no plantings around the house. It was basically barren. There was lawn, a few trees, and nothing. We sat down with them, Mrs. Old Farmer, and his name is Dale Cook. He knew what we liked. Heck, he would just stop by from time to time and just say hi and spend a few minutes with us. And the people that worked for him, if they did a good job and worked as hard as he did, he would pay them as much as he could. He wasn't someone that would chink someone out of $1 here or $1 there. If they worked good, he'd pay them good. And if they were able to finish under budget, he would split the under budget stuff with his crew, so they get bonuses. That's not a bad attitude for someone running a business. He put in the landscaping around the house, and this is the year that he comes back and to straighten things up here and there. We had a couple of trees to take out, and he took those out. So it wasn't that he was putting in anything new, he was just freshening up everything. In a few weeks down the road from this recording, we're going to have probably about 40 people. It looks like it's going to be both sides of my family, from my father's side and my mother's side. Also, Mrs. Old Farmer, we're going to have some of her extended family coming up too. Who's ever available and wants to come, they're invited. So we're going to have 40 or 50 people here. We're going to put up a tent. The name of this lawn care company, it's Ilex Outdoors. If you're in the mid-Michigan area, I recommend him. If you can't do it, he's not afraid to say, that's beyond my capability. You're going to have to look somewhere else. But if he can do it, he does a top-notch job, and he works hard, and he earns every nickel that he gets on a job, because he works hard, and he makes his crew work hard too. He's a good guy. I'll tell you how hard he works. He works harder than I did back on the farm when I was his age. And I was no slouch on the farm, and he works even harder. So he impresses the daylights out of me. So if you have a chance, give him a call. Quality work. I can't endorse him any more generously than what I'm doing right now. He is a good man. It's a good business, and he provides good service and product. I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up about this company. If you got some yard work that needs to be done, or landscaping, I guess he does terraces and patios, and just give him a call. Talk to him for a few minutes. He'll let you know whether he can handle it or not. He's not going to give you the runaround. Ilex Outdoors, mid-Michigan area. Give him a call. This is the old farmer, Scott Bain, saying, be well.
No-dig is so good for drainage, for infiltration, and it underlines the mythology that's out there, the mistakes that are made because of this assumption that you have to dig to loosen and aerate and drain. It's the other way round. When you dig or disturb the ground, you break the structure. Whereas here, the structure is all here and it's created by soil life, and this is so well illustrated by how that water has soaked in rapidly and easily.
Down on the farm,